Namaskar. Welcome to Yoga Fitness with Priyanka Sharma. Many times we experience that we are not comfortable on bed, or maybe there are a lot of thoughts going on before we go to bed. So try these asanas and exercise for better sleep. So we'll start with yoga for sleep. First, we'll start with the breathing. Place your right palm on your chest, your left palm on your navel. Close your eyes, relax your face. Let's start with deep breathing. Inhale through your nostrils. Feel your lungs expanding, your stomach coming out like a balloon. Breathe out your belly in. Contract your lungs. Breathe out through your nostrils. You can repeat this for 5 to 10 breaths. You will feel so much calm and relaxed. So here we finish our first exercise, deep breathing exercise. Now the second is Paschimottanasana. For that, we'll extend our legs out. So here you do not have to stress yourself since we are doing it in our bed. So on our bed, we'll make sure that we feel comfortable. So use a pillow. I'll be taking one cushion. I'll rest a cushion on top of my thigh, on my knee, on my calf. And now take a deep breath in. And then breathe out. You slide your hands forward and rest your belly, rest your chest, rest your head at one side. You can stay here for a few breaths. You can relax your spine. Now the third asana, from here you can take child's pose. Even that is so relaxing, and sometimes I do feel cramps. Sometimes I feel uneasy, my cramps in my legs. I do these asanas regularly. So you have to sit in Vajrasana like this, opening your both the knees, your thighs out. Then you can rest a cushion between your legs, and then you can slide your arms forward, and then you can rest your spine, your head at one side. This is really very good for those who have cramps in their stomach. Also, when you feel uneasy, too many thoughts, you can rest in this pose, child's pose. Now the fourth asana is extended puppy pose. Even that is very good to stretch your spine. If you have sat at one place for long hours, or maybe you have done a lot of sitting work, you can practice this. So you can bring your knees slightly apart, come on your knees, and then you just have to extend your spine forward, stretching your arms out, pushing your chest down towards the bed, and you can relax here. So you'll have a very good stretch in your spine. It's a nice extension, and you can stay for a few breaths. And when you feel that you are done, you can again calm down and rest in child's pose. Now the fifth is baby pose. In this, I do a lot of times when I feel my hamstrings are too tight, or when my lower back is paining, I do practice this. Holding or grab your ankle or your both toe fingers. You can place your palms on top of your feet, and then stretch your both the legs out, pressing your knees and your thighs down to the floor, down towards the bed. And then you can relax your, maybe you can just shift side to side, roll side to side, and you can relax for a few breaths. You'll have a very good stretch in your hamstring, in your pelvic area, in your groins, and your lower belly. Also your spine is nicely attached to the bed. So this is a very good happy or baby pose. So from here, we are moving to the sixth asana, Supta Baddha Konasana. So I'll be using a cushion underneath my back. So slowly I'll come up and place a cushion vertically underneath your back, and then you can slowly lie down on your pillow and you have a very good relaxing effect here. And then you can adjust your hips and both the heels and your toes together, your knees apart in butterfly pose or Baddha Konasana. And then you can extend your arms up, you can stretch your body, and you'll have a very good effect in your glutes, in your pelvic area. So whatever tension you have it in your lower spine or in your glutes, it will release all the tension. Now the seventh asana is twisting spine or revolving spine or Vakrasana. So for that we need to fold our knees and take a deep breath in. You can slowly move your both the knees to your right side, turn your head to your left, and feel a nice stretch in your lower back. And then bring your both the knees in center, and then you can repeat it to the other side. So whatever stress we have accumulated in our lower spine or in our lumbar region throughout the day, with this stretch you will feel so relaxed and so calming. You can also use a cushion in case you are feeling that your knees are very stiff or knees are tight, or maybe you have a knee pain. You can squeeze a pillow between your both the thighs, and then you can repeat the practice. Since it's a yoga for sleep, make sure that you're not stressing any part of your body. You're going very slow and you are with yourself. Listen to yourself and you can breathe, and whenever you feel like sleeping, you can rest after that asana. The eighth asana is half Pavan Muktasana, and also in optional you can do half pigeon pose. I'll be showing you. So now fold your knee, hug your knee, rest your thigh on your belly, your knee to your chest. You can rest here for a few breaths. You can see your spine is resting on the bed. Then this is an optional. You can do only if you are flexible enough, or if you want to release the tension from your side of your glute. You can also feel the stretch in your hamstring. If you cannot practice this, stick to half Pavan Muktasana. And then you can switch your side, hugging your left knee. Stay here for a few breaths. Optional for those who can attempt this asana, you can just move in half pigeon pose, trying to rest your calf to your chest, your knees out, hold from both the end, and then practice this daily for a good sleep. Now for the last asana is one of the favorite asana called Shavasana. So in Shavasana, you can use a cushion underneath your leg. So you can just place one cushion, or if you need two cushions as per your comfort level. You can place 2 layers, or you can make 1 layer of pillow, and then you can rest your both the thigh comfortably. You can adjust your hips, lifting your hips up and rest your spine completely, and then relax your shoulders, both the arms besides your body, resting your neck, and then with few breaths you can rest in Shavasana. Thank you guys for watching this video. You need to practice these asanas before you go to sleep, but also make sure that you keep 2.5 hours of gap after your dinner. So I hope you will like this video. Do subscribe my channel for more updates. Do not forget to hit that bell icon, and if you haven't seen my previous video, do watch this video. Namaste, stay blessed. Thank you.